Founder of popular local sneaker brand Bathu, Theo Baloyi now holds the new title as Mzansi's Young Entrepreneur of the Year. Bathu was founded in 2015 with the aim to tell a proudly South African untold township story to the world. Give us a brief background about yourself. I know you started in the corporate industry for 5 years, and then you decided to venture into the sneaker industry. Just give us a background on that.
Yeah, so I'm an accountant by profession. I worked for PricewaterhouseCoopers for about 5 years, 2 years in South Africa, 3 years in the Middle East. And I think the entrepreneurial bug beat me when I was still doing my undergrad. I used to sell perfumes, in the streets of Alexandra, or door to door at the time. And I think that's when I fell in love with entrepreneurship, and I started business in 2015 mainly because I used to buy so many sneakers, and there's a saying that says if you consume too much of it, then why not own it?
Why Bathu? I know it's an everyday slang for a specific type of shoe that's used in the township. Why that name specifically?
The word Bathu has existed for centuries in this country, and it means shoe. And it's a beautiful story that, unites Africans, So it's like, why don't we conceptualize this into a sneaker brand, and it's a brand that resonates with the people.
Okay, let's talk about the sneakers and the design.
Yeah.
What's the inspiration behind this design, and who do you work with?
So we have an in-house designer, Polusho, that does all the sketching in 3D, and then we basically conceptualized our flagship design, the Mesh Edition. It was inspired by the trend that was happening in 2015, a colorful socks trend that was mainly dominated by a brand called Happy Socks. So it was doing very well in 2015, and we were like, wait a minute, if there's a happy socks or a colorful socks trending, why not then come up with a happy shoe? And that's what inspired our flagship design.
One thing I realized about Bathu is that it's very versatile. I mean, you can rock it with your formal wear or your casual. Was that the aim when you were manufacturing the sneaker?
All-in-one shoe, mainly because of like I said, I used to buy a lot of sneakers, and I understand sneakers so well. So I basically prefer to wear something that works with my look. And having said that, for me, it was more about trying to be very innovative. Like I said, I bought a lot of sneakers, and I was like, I want something that can be compatible with different types of looks. So even when we conceptualized the shoe, I wanted something that can go, with all the other, all different types of looks. Basically, being in corporate, I've always been in suits and formal shoes, but I thought, like, how about doing a sneaker or suits and sneakers, so that's what I tried to basically build with our business.
The slogan that's associated with Bathu is "Walk Your Journey." Why that slogan specifically?
Think about it. Actually, I just discovered this recently. You actually don't put a shoe unless if you're going somewhere. You know what I mean? So, but what inspired our slogan was that during the 18 months process of research and development, proof of concept, I experienced a lot of challenges. I was in my room in Alex, and there was points when I felt like, geez, man, is this really going to work? And then one night I thought, what, let me just walk my journey, so, and just believe in this dream and push it. And that's what inspired our slogan. One day I just said, no, I'm going to walk this journey, and I'm going to get to the finish line,
I know there's a campaign that you're working on. Talk to us about the campaign.
Campaign is called Yamasupa. In the townships, we always it comes from the term Superman. Basically, people that that are achieving against all odds, people that are pushing boundaries, people that comes from extremely humble beginnings and difficult backgrounds, but they still go ahead and chase their dreams. They're basically Superman. Ekas is Yamasupa. So Bathu, our campaign celebrates exactly that. People that are victors, people that are hard workers, people that don't have excuses. They go out there and achieve their wildest dreams. I'm a super. So our campaign says I'm a super, and we just basically celebrate those individuals that are breadwinners, that are pushing against all odds and being victors. We are a business that started from Alexandra, in a room that is in Alexandra, and we grew to a 1,240 square meter building in Alexandra, in Midrand, with retail stores, with employing 66 people just from a room in Alexandra.
Despite his obvious passion, the success of his business has surprised even him. The reward he's reaping now are the pleasures of him seeing people wear the shoe.
It's really, really humbling because, just the other day, all of this was just a dream, and then it's humbling to see our people embodying, an African dream, on their feet and really, really, going beyond to support us and make sure that we achieve our vision of building Africa's premium sneaker brand.